Mags, how's it going? Hope you're keeping safe out there, and Happy New Year! We all managed to survive 2023 and cautiously looking forward to 2024. I'm sure nothing can go wrong with the new upcoming year. Yep, nothing at all. Anyway, as is tradition around here, as the year comes to a close, I do a top 10 Marvel Legends figures I've bought in the year. And this year is no exception, so here is my top 10 Marvel Legends I've bought in 2023. There's a slight issue here. I've definitely bought more than 10 Marvel Legends in the year, but not many more than 10. And I don't think I have 10 of them left in my collection. Because, to be fair, when I do a top 10, it's figures that have stayed in my collection and are still in my collection. But I don't think I really have a top 10. I can do a top 5 with a couple of honourable mentions, so yeah, interpret that any way you like about the quality of the Marvel Legends we've had this year. To be fair, there's been a lot of really great ones, but not a lot of ones I want for my collection. So yeah, let me just change this around a second. One sec. Okay, here we go. Here's my top 5 Marvel Legends I have bought and are now currently still in my collection in the year 2023. And that title just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Well, let's start off with... Starting off the list at number 5, it's the Mindless One Build-A-Figure Wave, Clea Strange, or just Clea. I really like this figure. I've been hoping to get one of these for a year or two now, ever since I picked up that fantastic Doctor Strange, the semi-deluxe individual release with all the great accessories. Fantastic figure, and this is a figure that complements it perfectly. The sculpt is wonderfully classic. The printing on the legs, all these on the pinless legs, this wonderful pink and purpley circles. Just the classic look of her is superb. As I say, she is a wonderful accompanying piece if you've got that Doctor Strange figure, and she is something I really had to have in my collection. I understand she's not for everyone. If you're not a fan of Doctor Strange or a fan of the classic 60s and 70s Marvel styling, you may want to pass on this figure, but for me, as a no-brainer, she's got to be on my list. So yeah, number 5, Clea. Coming in at number 4, it's the classic Hawkeye figure with his sky cycle. I can never remember what it's called. But yet again, a stupendous figure, a wonderful classic Hawkeye. I love the use of mixed goods on here. He's yet again a whole brand new pinless body, and they're giving him a cloth tabard so he can sit on his vehicle. We call it a vehicle, but he's like the classic comic book has just stepped off the page. A must-have for Avengers fans. If you're let's say, like myself, a comic book style collector, if you're not into the MCU, if you just like that classic comic book look, this has to be in your collection. Still available, still out there to collect. And yeah, I think this is probably one of the best Marvel Legends of Hawkeye ever released. In fact, not actually the best Hawkeye Marvel Legends figure ever released. And yeah, I'm really glad I got this great figure this year. And he's in my number 4 spot. Taking up the 3rd position, the old bronze prize, is the deluxe Joe Fixit figure. This is something I knew they were going to do. He's basically just based on the Gamerverse Grey Hulk Build-A-Figure from a couple of years ago, but with just wonderfully upgraded colours, painting, accessories. The 2 different head sculpts are just both stupendous to look at. It oozes that wonderful I think it's 1980s. I'm terrible with actually when Hulk was Joe Fixit. I think late 80s-ish. The Grey Hulk Joe Fixit era. I'll throw a comic book page on here just to show you what I mean. It's a fantastic looking figure. It's a character and a design I hold dear to my heart because it's just, I don't know, I like it as a strange and unique variation of the Hulk with loads of character and personality, and this figure oozes that personality. You look at him and you understand, oh I see, it's the Hulk as a gangster, and it works. stupendously. I love this figure. One of my favourite Marvel Legends of all time, if I'm honest. So yeah, Joe Fixit, number 3. Picking up the silver medal at the number 2 spot, it's the X-Men 97 wave Wolverine. I'm pretty sure this will probably be a lot of people's top Marvel Legends figure of the year, and I can understand why. This thing is, I can't imagine. Well, it's the best Wolverine figure we've ever had. I can't imagine it really being improved upon. I can only really see them doing variations of it and just using this wonderful, this geniusly designed figure as the base for other Wolverine variants. I want this figure with bone claws, with the brown accents of the suit. Just give me it as a zombie, give me it with just different heads. I'll happily have this figure over and over and over again. And it works in so many different ways for so many different collections. I mean, for me, he's on my shelf, shall I say, as that classic giant size X-Men Wolverine. He works so well with the other classic costumed X-Men, but he can also just as easily work, as he's intended to, as a Jim Lee X-Men cartoon era 90s, 97, hence 97 wave, 97 cartoon Wolverine, or if you're a video game fan, is the perfect figure to represent the Marvel superheroes / Marvel vs. Capcom / Marvel vs. Street Fighter era. Yeah, all in all, this is a wonderful figure. Does everything you'd want a Wolverine figure to do. Only thing I can put against it, and it's a very little thing, very tiny thing, because as far as accessories go, you have the unmasked head, you have the slid back mask, you have everything you want. Maybe just some more aggressive or more angry facial expressions. But as I said, they can easily re-release this figure with different head options, and people will buy it. I will buy it because it is such a good figure. So yeah, the X-Men 97 wave Wolverine is at the number 2 spot. Before I get to number 1, just a few honourable mentions. First up, yeah, it's the Grey Hulk and Bruce Banner 2-pack. I really love the Grey Hulk, as you can probably tell by Joe Fixit being so high on the list. But this is just a lovely retool of the 80th anniversary Hulk body with some slightly toned back musculature, different head, and the Bruce Banner figure, which, to be fair, I sold that off straight away. I just wanted the Hulk. It looks great. It's on my shelf. I think it's definitely something you should get if you're a Hulk fan. Another honourable mention, the Vision. Now, some people are going to be shocked this isn't on the list. This is the Vision from the Void Build-A-Figure wave. Fantastic figure. If you're an Avengers fan and a classic Marvel Comics fan, you need him to go in your Avengers display. He's a quintessential classic Marvel character. He's unfortunately still very boring. He's just the Vulcan body with a cape and a different head, and hand options either with fists or slightly spread open hands, which works for some of its classic poses, but I kind of wanted more. I don't know what we could have... Well, maybe giving him a smashed Ultron head, kind of like how his retro release had a few years ago. A different head option for him with the, an energy blasting effect coming from the gem in his forehead. Maybe different hand options where they're transparent plastic to represent him phasing. He's still a great figure, but slightly too boring, but still necessary. And he just misses out of the top 5. And last honourable mention, I know some people are going to boo me for this one, definitely. The Luke Cage figure that came up with the -1 Build-A-Figure wave. A lot of people really dog on this figure because he changes the articulation a little bit to try and get that open collared shirt of his. He's just got a ball joint in at the waist. And some people complain about the fact you can see his skin colour coming from underneath the armpits of his long sleeve shirt. But god damn it, I love this figure. I love the design. Classic Luke Cage is a monumentally just gorgeous design. It oozes 70s. Every time I look at this thing, I can just hear the... I can just hear the Shaft theme tune in the background, or... it's so good. It's like Marvel's version of Black Dynamite, and I just can't help but love this figure. So, yeah. There's my honourable mentions. That, of course, now leaves... Yeah, I bet a lot of you weren't expecting this. It's actually going to the Crystar figure from the Void Build-A-Figure wave. I wasn't expecting this either. I ordered him just because I'll be honest, I ordered him because I thought if I buy these Marvel Legends figures that are based upon properties that Marvel produced comics for just as a licensed property, it might spur them on to one day make a figure of one of my favourite Marvel characters, Rom the Space Knight. So imagine my surprise when I get this figure and I open it, and it's probably the best Marvel Legends figure ever made. It's entirely clear and translucent plastic, pinless, everything is bespokely sculpted and made. The texture of it is that of crystal. The light shines through it beautifully. Every facet of it just oozes that classic comic book knights and magic and sorcery feel. Nothing here feels cheap. There's no reuse of accessories. Everything's bespokely made. I might use bespokely twice in a video, my god. The sword, the shield, everything about him, and none of it feels brittle. Everyone knows, well, everyone listening to this probably, everyone watching this video probably knows, clear plastic shatters easily. It is the bane of Transformers collectors, of classic toy collectors. The classic Crystar figures themselves are plagued by the sheer brittleness of the plastic they are made from, but this thing does not feel brittle at all. The shield, the sword, they feel robust, they feel like they will last. The sculpted detail, the paint detail, it is, as I always hope Marvel Legends figures to be, the classic comic book look, just transposed from the page and put into plastic form. And I can't fault this figure for any reason. It is everything I wanted it to be, and I didn't even know I wanted it to be anything. And if we do get a ROM figure, I hope they treat it with the respect and just the sheer passion that they must have had for this character. And yeah, I love this figure. So there you are, folks. That was my top 5 Marvel Legends figures for the year 2023, and a few honourable mentions. As I said, these are just the figures I've bought. There are other great ones out there I know I haven't got. I didn't get that Doctor Doom and Monica Rambeau 2-pack. I didn't get that Thor and Destroyer 2-pack. I didn't get the Spider-Woman and Illuminati Super Skrull pack. There's a lot of things out there I haven't got. I'm amazed myself I never tracked down the Super Adaptoid figure. I'm waiting for it to get on a sale somewhere for like less than 50 quid. But yeah, there's still things out there I haven't bought this year. So let me know. What have you bought? What's your top 5 figures? Do you agree with my picks? Do you disagree? I'm pretty sure quite a few people will disagree. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. Please like the video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe for more videos in the future. And until next time, folks, I want you to stay safe, stay sane, and keep on rolling. And I'll see you, hopefully, in the upcoming year. So, bye-bye for now.